Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. Okay, let's begin. If you have seen my previous videos, you can actually notice that I have been using some Huawei products. And this is what we are going to talk about today. So, prepare yourselves for this brief story about what happened to Huawei. Start a little bit with the beginnings. It was about 1987 in China when this guy called Ren Zhengai had the idea to invent a head people's liberation company in cell phones and communications. His goal was actually to achieve a huge space of telecommunications, have like his own field because he could see that this was actually growing. I mean, cell phones were actually going to be a reality. Communication was going to be a reality. Okay, and now we have a fun fact. Did you actually know what Huawei means in Chinese? Well, this is what I found. I made hard research and found that Huawei means Chinese achievement. So this guy actually tried to put the name of his country, that is China, above all of the business. Since then, things were actually not that good, actually not that bad, but it wasn't until 2012 that we can say that Huawei became like a big company, really huge company, an important company, not only inside China, but I mean outside in the world. Okay, so it's 2012 and things are starting to go great with Huawei. More people are starting to get confident on the brand, but it wasn't until 2015 that Huawei could actually call themselves a huge or a gigantic phone company. Why? Because in 2015, Huawei presented a high-level phone and they called them P8. All right? At the beginning, this phone was kind of criticized because it literally was the same looking as an iPhone 6 that was like the top phone back in 2015. But besides this, more people started to actually buy the P8 phone and saw that it was a really good phone. That it was just like another copy, Chinese copy of an iPhone 6. And 2016 was kind of like the same. They didn't really change the design that much. And I mean, it was a good phone, a good camera, but it didn't really actually share something new with the people that bought it. But 2018 came and body change on its phone called P20 Pro. It was a P20 family, and why? Because it started to introduce glass on its phones, something that many companies were already doing, but Huawei found like this way to put pretty colors inside of glass body. Is when P30 comes in the game, P30 Pro to be more specific, surprised the whole internet world, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, I believe it was starting. And why? Because it actually showed something new on its camera. And what was it? Well, it was this function called moon mode. And it's specific. It was like kind of a super zoom, but I mean super back in that 2019. It was kind of crazy to see so much zoom. And it was called moon mode because on its commercials, on its ads, it actually showed a P30 Pro taking a picture of the moon, but a way that not other phone would have took the picture back in that time. Introducing the moon mode P30 series, Mate 30 series, actually made Huawei overcome one of the most important brands on that time. Well, actually, 2022, it's still the most important brand of phones. But I'm telling you that back in 2019, Huawei could finally say, I'm above Apple, I'm above Xiaomi, I'm above Motorola, and I'm above Samsung because Huawei are Android devices. Well, were. I'm going to tell you more about that next. Okay, so now let's go with that. Why do I say were Android devices? Because on May 15th on 2019, that same year that Huawei made like a boom with its marvelous phone, the United States president back then, that was Donald Trump, banned Huawei. How did he do this? Well, he added the brand, its name, on a blacklist, and that blacklist was that all of the companies that were involved in that were signed on that blacklist couldn't make deals with the US companies. And how does this affect Huawei? Well, actually because Google are the ones that in charge of making Android. And Android was used to be the powers of Huawei. So Huawei couldn't make any more business deals with Android or Google, and that's when the problems really begin. And you can ask yourselves, why did Donald Trump do this? Well, it's actually because he believed that the CEO of Huawei, that is Ren Xingfei, had like a kind of deal to pass information to the Chinese government. You know, it's Donald Trump stuff. And I won't get into that because I don't want to get involved in politics. Okay, you can buy that, or many people actually said that iPhone and Samsung and all of those brands felt in a threat by Huawei growing so fast. And actually, it was one of the first phone companies to believe in 5G. 5G now is like a normal, well, not such a normal thing in 2022, but we all know where the phone companies are heading to. They're all adding 5G. Well, as I was telling you, many people believe that actually iPhone went to his daddy, Donald Trump, and told him to ban the company somehow so that they could get more sellings because Huawei was actually taking place in their. Okay, now imagine this. You work so hard, you invest a lot of money in a technology that would help the world. You were one of the first companies to actually believe in that technology, 5G. I'm talking about 5G. And now it results that you can't put that technology that you worked so hard for, that you invested so much money, so much time, so much people, you can use it on your own phones. So why? Well, as I told you, besides Google and Android, there is this company that makes chips for phones called Snapdragon. Well, Snapdragon is now adding a 5G function to their phones, but Huawei can't use that functions because Snapdragon is an American company, and is Huawei right now in 2022 is still banned by using some kind of, well, making actually deals with American companies. So Snapdragon can still sell chips to Huawei, but not the newest ones because they were supposed that when they got in the blacklist, they already had a deal, but after the blacklist, they can't make more deals. So that's why they can't actually put some 5G chips on their newest phones. Besides that, Huawei's still working on its own technology so they won't have to actually buy most of their parts from the American companies. Let's say make good with leaving Huawei outside of its business or not. You can have your own opinions, and if you have any comments, you can leave it below. And don't forget to subscribe and give me a like so we can keep growing as a channel. And see you the next one, guys. Have a good one.